seat. Save your energy. We have an hour.
I said if I was going to do TV, because I was never not going to be myself.
We're all the people who are a little bit different.
You're sitting next to one on the couch, so let's just say that.
Yourself, but not too much of yourself.
Now, here's Jason.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Here we go. Thank you, everybody. Here we go. Wow. What a crowd. It's our last day on this very set. It'll be burned to the ground in an hour. Literally. I'm almost not joking. The construction men are just waiting for this damn thing to be over. Yeah. Welcome to the old show. I'm Jace. Let us start with this. You may have noticed when we took that camera shot over there, my buddy, the Shirley to my Laverne, Fallon is off today, and there is a really good reason. Take a look. Fallon is having a little procedure today. Now, don't worry. It's nothing serious. Trust me on this. She told us, yeah, by the way, because I don't need emails during my vacation, so she said, well, we can use it. We just heard that she's, oh, wait. Yeah, we did find out one thing, what she's having. She doesn't want me to tell you this, but you know me, I don't care. We did get that's the before photo. Jeff, did Jake send us the after photo? Here it is. Here's the after photo. Right there. That's it, right there. Yeah. I'm in so much trouble. Oh, she's going to come out of anesthesia, and I'm sending her this clip. That's right. Cue the music, Leo. Let's get started, everybody. Oh. Okay. I know. Filling in for Fallon. Give it up for Aaron Schwab, everybody. Hello, friend. How you doing?
I am great.
You doing well?
Yeah, my arm, I sat down too low on my jacket earlier, and I couldn't raise my arm, but I'm better now.
You're better?
Yeah, I was like, yay!
Hey, you look great, though.
I know,
you look good.
Thank you.
Hey,
I feel good.
We have so much to get to. The show was jam-packed. Like I said, it's our final day on the set. We're celebrating a little bit. Jeff, should we tell them about the new merch first, or we'll do that?
Whoa.
So, yeah. Oh, God, you guys are good. Did they pay you? Anyway, so good news for big fans of our show, mediocre fans of our show. We have new merch. This is no joke, dropping today. Now, besides the stuff that we launched besides the new sweatshirts and T-shirts, we're celebrating our upcoming 10th season with new messenger bags, mugs, keychains, yeah. And we also have a State Fair exclusive bucket hat. You can check out all the items and do some shopping at jasonshowstore.com. And look, producer right there, producer Bjorn is modeling some of our new merch, including our State Fair bucket hat and our State Fair Season 10 messenger bag. There we go. Well, look at that. What's in there? Oh! The Season 10 mug. Look at that. Give it up for Bjorn, everybody. There we go. Thank you, Bjorn. It's my own Barker beauty. That's right, yeah. If you watch The Price is Right, Bob Barker used it. There's my Barker beauty right there. It's Bjorn, yeah. Anyway. Okay. Okay. I got to tell you this. Like I said, we have so much to get to. Hand Oprah. Well, I've been in TV too many years, but I've received a lot of sweet emails. I've received a lot of sweet letters. I got to tell you today, Thank you, Eric. Photographer Eric is already laughing. I got the best damn letter. It has made me so happy, and I got it from a prison. And I'm not kidding. And it's the best. And let me say right off the bat, this guy, I know it's none of my business to tell his business, but he was very nice, very caring. He wanted me to know that he's not creepy, and he didn't do anything Dexter level. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So yeah. I mean, way below, way below. Anyway, he made me this thing. Jeff, can I show the thing? Oh yeah. He made this. Let's go to that one. We don't like the 5-0 either. Right there. Yeah. Right there. He made me that art. Isn't that fantastic? And he's my age. He's our age. And he watches the damn show. I don't know how you watch the show or how much effort you put into watching the show. The man sticks a mirror outside of the bars to reflect a TV down the hall to watch this crap. Hand to God, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. And he said, the guys, he said, you always, let me just read the first line. Dear Jason, Fallon, and crew, you recently made a joke about half of your studio audience having been in jail, but I bet you never thought that there were men in prison who actually love you.
I mean,
I'm telling you, so to everybody in F South, I love you. I love you, F South. Yeah, there we go. It's the best. I don't care what I get for my 50th birthday. Nothing will beat this. Yeah.
what did he use to color it? Like, I just am fascinated by it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So, hi, F South. I love you. This bud's for you. Let's get started. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Let's do this. Okay. So good. So good. You know who you are. First up in the dish, just days after Norah O'Donnell announced that she was leaving her job. Yeah, she was pushed out. Come on, don't fool me. As anchor of the CBS Evening News, the Tiffany Network, they've already figured out what they're going to do. And it's not just one person replacing her, it's freaking four.
Oh.
John Dickerson, who I do like Maurice Dubois, he's the one in the middle. He's a legendary New York sport news anchor, will team up to anchor a new format, and they're bringing the show back to New York. The Face the Nation host, Margaret Brennan, right there on the right, will lead coverage from Washington. CBS New York weatherman Lonnie Quinn, they're going to have weather on the network newscast. Yeah,
that's all right.
It's the first multi-anchor format since the failed Dan Rather, Connie Chung experiment in the early 90s. And before that, Harry Reasoner and Barbara Walters. Let me be quick on this. I don't want to nerd out too much. You know that I am a nerd. I do DVR all of the evening newscast. You think that people watch the show and they think I don't have a brain in my head. I am kind of a news nerd, but this could work, and this is why. I'm going to be optimistic. In this age where you, me, all of us can get every headline on our phone, they're going to be a little more 60 Minutes like. They're going to have fewer stories but go longer, and they're going to talk to the correspondents more and do reporting and fun. I like that. I mean, because I can get a headline anywhere. I want to know from the reporter, tell me what your sources are saying. Give me a little more insight than just the nuts and bolts, as we say.
I'm also more fascinated with that in this upcoming political season. I would love more information than just bullet point, because nothing ever actually is right.
No.
The end. Why do you call it the Tiffany Network?
CBS used to be known back in the day. It was called the Tiffany Network because it was back in the 60s into the 70s. Nobody was better than CBS. It was the Tiffany Network. It was shiny and now it's a FBI, NCIS. Yeah. 800 of those shows. Yeah. Next, she's only 42 years old, but the life story of one pop princess is getting the big screen treatment. Which pop princess? This pop princess. Universal got the rights to the Britney Spears book, The Woman in Me. The memoir was a bestseller in 2023. And directing the movie, John Chu. Now, we talked about him earlier this week. He's directing both of the upcoming Wicked movies. This is the, yeah, right, audience? This is the only thing that's making me kind of, sort of not hate this. Because I don't know, A, do we need this? B, does Britney need this? Mm-hmm. And if they do this, please get an unknown to play Britney.
Yeah. I feel like it is too much right now with what she's going through in her life for us to be hungry for her to be under a microscope when she obviously is struggling with some health issues.
Yeah.
Which I say health issues because mental health is health, just so you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like let it sit for a minute and like breathe and then go in after that, because I would love to have more of it. I think it would be fascinating to do it more like they did the Elton John movie, where they used his songs as like dialogue and movement through the film. I think that would be interesting, especially with John Chu directing. And I'm glad to know it was not. I thought when you said something to me about it earlier, it was a Lifetime original movie with John Chu directing. So I was confused.
My feeling is, for the love of Yosemite Sam, what do we not know?
Right.
You know, what do we not know about this young lady? She's been picked apart like a rotisserie chicken at Whole Foods.
I know,
you know?
it feels like it just has to breathe.
It breathes. Oh my God.
Sorry, let it breathe.
Oh. Yeah.
I've had it.
I've had it. You can break stuff. The set's burning in an hour. It's fine. We're going to take a break. Stay right there. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. Everyone in our birthday club. Last time we're going to do this summer. They get a pen sash and up to $20 of free play from our friends at Grand Casino. We appreciate Grand Casino. So, great crowd for our last one on this set. Well, I've been laughing about this for a while. My own birthday is happening on Monday. Woo! So the producers, Yeah, this is what 50 looks like, kids. Anyway, I thought it would be fun to look back at what the producers did at August 5th, 1974. Ooh. That was the day when my mom, in a drugstore, I decided to, well, make my appearance. Hooks Drugs in Michigan City.
You were born in a drugstore?
No, I started to let her know that it was time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gave her a little signal. I think I kicked her a little bit, like, okay, Dark, get to the hospital. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so let's start with, this is what, the #1 song, Jeff? This is the number, On This Day in 74. What was that song? Listen.
You fill up my senses, come fill me again.
John Denver's Annie's song.
Yeah, do you know that he wrote that in a dormitory at Gustavus Adolphus College?
We'll say that again if the audience didn't hear.
He wrote this song at Gustavus Adolphus College. Annie, his girlfriend, or his then later wife, I believe, went to Gustavus and wrote it in my mother's college dormitory. I believe I just told that story right. If I didn't,
we'll hear about it.
I know.
Gustavus is a college here in Minnesota, everybody. Yeah.
I love that song.
Well, it topped the charts. That charted for 2 weeks in the summer of 74. Okay, with music, now we have movies. One of the biggest movies of the summer of 74 was? 74 was? Herbie Rides Again. Yeah. What? It was a Disney movie about a magical VW Beetle.
Yes.
And it was the hit sequel to The Love Bug. And you know what's funny? Let me bring it back to my mom. My mom, when she had me, had a yellow Volkswagen Beetle.
She did?
She did. And then well, my mom's always been cool. Then she got real cool because I had a young mom. I have a young mom. She got a 79 black Trans Am when I was a kid. My mom, with T-tops. And my dad...
How are you gay? Oh, was I not? Spoiler alert.
Christopher Atkins. Yeah. a name that only means something to 12% of our audience. No,
Blue Lagoon.
But we had black leather. My mom would take off the T-tops.
Yeah.
And my dad, who didn't like me, put me in the back. And then in the summer months, and I would bake like a little gay potato.
Yes.
I would sizzle. Yeah. Anyway, more dish for you now. That was fun, a trip down memory lane. More dish for you now. Jamie Lee Curtis is apologizing, and Tom Cruise does the Olympics. Joining me live with those stories and more, audience, give it up for Jacob from TMZ. Hi, buddy. Okay, Jacob, why, who, what about, why is Jamie Lee Curtis apologizing? What is she apologizing for?
So she was doing one of these fun interview shows where the question was, what phase is Marvel in? And she responded, bad phase, which got a big kick out of the interviewer, but a lot of backlash came with it. People weren't so happy that she was bashing Marvel. And then she issued an apology saying, listen, I'm going to stop with these gimmicks. I apologize for what I said. But then here comes to the rescue Ryan Reynolds, who, of course, right now is starring in one of Marvel's biggest films. And he said, wait, he said something to the effect of, are we all supposed to stop bashing or apologize for bashing Marvel post-Endgame? So it was interesting that he came out to save Jamie Lee Curtis as she was facing the Twitter trolls and whatnot. And then also, he was basically saying that everyone's entitled to their opinion. You know, if Jamie says that Marvel's in a bad phase, so be it. We shouldn't just be judging each other like this, and it's not that big of a deal.
And also, there's a much bigger sea bass to fry. You know what I mean? It's like, who cares? Anyway, finally, you learn Tom Cruise may be making an appearance at the closing ceremonies of the Olympics?
In a very Mission Impossible way. So from what we're being told, it's going to be an incredible finale of the Olympics, which is August 11th. And from what we're told, it's going to be a huge show involving Tom Cruise, where he's going to be rappelling from the top of a massive stadium onto the floor of this stadium, where he's going to be carrying the Olympics flag. And the whole point of this is to pass the torch from Paris to Los Angeles. So Los Angeles is going to be holding the Summer Olympics in 2028. It's going to be star-studded, and I guess Tom Cruise is going to be the first person, or the first star, I should say, leading everything. After he's supposed to rappel down from the stadium, they're going to be playing a video, which, again, points to this passing of the torch. So it should be really exciting, and I mean, hey, what better to kick things off than with possibly the world's biggest movie star.
And then Katie Holmes will be at the bottom of the stadium with the cactus garden. Jacob, have a good weekend, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, buddy. I guess that's cool. I mean, you know, Tom, he's Mr. Hollywood. We don't make we don't make movie stars anymore. I personally would like to see Hanks. If we're gonna do a Tom, have Hanks do something.
Sure, or like Ryan Reynolds and
Hugh
Wolverine.
Jackman. Yeah. But I like the tradition of tossing it to the next city. That's great. Ellie's doing a lot of
Also,
stuff.
Jamie Lee Curtis is funny, and so she says things that are funny.
Thank you for going back to that story. Yeah.
And so I'm sure she was like, what phase are they in? Worst phase? Because she's Jamie Lee Curtis. She's also married to one of the funniest humans alive.
Christopher Guest.
She's funny. When do we get to be funny again?
Well,
like, just let people be funny.
And stop being, yeah, and stop. And stop getting upset about everything. I think people, I've said this for 12, people are just a little, not people, oh yeah, internet, but the people are just behind shrubberies just waiting to get offended by everything. Anyway,
also, they're made up people. The Avengers are made up people, you guys. They're not real.
Yeah. And
I know.
Anyway.
I'm sorry.
You just ruined a lot of people's days. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Spider-Man's real, Aaron. Yeah. More dish for you now. More proof. Everything old is new again. Speaking of Hollywood, in Hollywood, the ultimate, well, I think the first one really, the Brat Pack movie, the ultimate Brat Pack movie might be getting a sequel. About. So Rob Lowe, the star of the original, says a sequel is in early development. Rob says he met with the studio about a new movie. Now, if you don't remember, came out in '85. It followed college graduates figuring out their early adult lives. Did you like St. Elmo's?
I love St. Elmo's Fire, and also I'm a little bit older than you, so this this came out when I was in high school. So in my head, like when I graduated from college, this is what going to college was. I was going to live in a giant artist loft in Washington D.C.
Yeah,
and I would drive in Demi Moore's beautiful Jeep and live my best life that way, and then date saucy Rob Lowe playing the saxophone. What? I love that.
Did any of that happen for you?
No, I lived in a tiny apartment in Mankato that had mushrooms growing out of the bathroom floor and a squirrel that sat next to me on the couch while I talked on the phone. And Melissa Peterman. Yeah. She will back up every story I just said. That apartment had every animal in it you could ever want. The end. I'm sorry.
We have that in common. Remember, so you had a squirrel. Yeah. In my college first year, I had a ferret.
No, I didn't have a pet squirrel.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, yeah.
From outside.
I know. Okay, fine. There's a difference, I guess. Up next, let's talk about the Olympics. The Olympic Village in Paris is full of, well, look, let's be honest, young, good-looking people. Yeah. So it's not surprising one athlete found love, except he didn't fall in love with another person. Instead, Norwegian swimmer Henrik Christensen fell in love with a muffin. Yeah, he fell in love with that muffin. Yeah, the chocolate muffin. The muffins in the Olympic Village are everywhere on social media this week, becoming the breakout food hit of. Christensen has posted countless TikTok videos documenting his endless love for the muffin. That's right. There he is with the muffins in the drawer. Oh, seriously, what
I love it.
Is it a chocolate muffin, Jeff?
It's like chocolate inside.
Oh, it's like a lava muffin. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, and
I want that.
Well, come on. Let's be honest. They're in Paris. If you're gonna get pastries and stuff, and muffins, you get it in Paris.
You should go to their patisserie. That's.
You don't want to be on John Oliver.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna get us on John Oliver with that nonsense. Yeah. Let's continue. I've never said this in 9 years of the show. Sticking with desserts, you won't believe what's inside the freezer of one celebrity DJ. Look at this.
Wow. Asad, which ice cream should I get? This is your. Ooh, this right here is what I want.
And there's more over here.
So, if you're confused of what you're looking at, that's DJ Khaled. He shared this on Instagram this week, showing off he has a freezer that's for nothing but ice cream and frozen snacks. My friend in row one completely endorses this. Yeah. It features multiple half gallons of ice cream, popsicles, and ice cream sandwiches. He said ice cream is his guilty pleasure. And what did you say in our pre-show meeting? I said, I'm here for that. I would climb in the freezer and just live in there with all the ice cream. Okay. It's my favorite. I know we have to go. Yeah. Pressure. Yeah. If you could only have one ice cream treat for the rest of your life, what would it be? It would be either like the chocolate brownie Ben & Jerry's one that I love, or one of those ones that has the core of caramel down the middle of it. But also drumsticks. I love drumsticks. Okay, that was mine. Because I like the little bottom with the chocolate in it. Yeah. But drumstick is mine. I used to eat it with my grandma Mazak, but I got to talk to the drumstick people real quick. Y'all are getting real cheap on the ice cream. It used to, when I was a kid, the top of the ice cream was like that big, and now it's like that big. So just like the chips at sandwich shops, y'all put some more in there.
Are you measuring?
I was a little fat kid. Whatever, pie-filling eater. We'll be right back, everybody. Back in a moment. Stay right there. Coming up in just a few minutes, the Gadget Guy returns with, yes, some of the hottest gadgets you'll be seeing this fall. Back to school stuff, stuff for guys, stuff for gals. Stuff for everybody. What you will be seeing on store shelves, you'll see it here first. And then a little bit later, we're saying goodbye to our set. That and more when we come back. Welcome back. Welcome back, friends. Glad you're here. Appreciate you very much. Well, even though it feels like summer just started, hello, it's already August. And before we know it, the kids will be back in school. Cue the clapping parents. Yeah. And with each passing school year, new tech is making learning easier and actually more affordable. Here with this back-to-school gadgets audience, give it up for the gadget guy, Steve Greenberg. Hi, buddy.
Hey, Jason. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Are you in a classroom, Steve, or is that the magic of television?
It's the magic of television, but I felt, it's back to school. I should be in a classroom. So
absolutely.
Classroom.
You're looking good, buddy. Let's start with a phone, right? What is this?
So, seriously, the number one question I get through email and whatnot from a lot of moms is, what's a safe smartphone out there? I've talked about some others in the past. This is a new one that's come out that has gotten great reviews. This is the Gab Phone 4 Pro, and this is a safe phone built just for teens. For example, if your teen wants an app, the app must be approved by a parent. It also comes with a first-of-its-kind kid messaging, so you can actually just hit a button, and it has a special messaging system that actually blocks any high content risk. Another cool feature about it, let me just whip it up out there. Another cool feature is that it offers something called Gab Music, and this is the largest safe music library in the world. So teens can stream the hits they love without any inappropriate content. So it's definitely high on my list as far as safe phones go. It's the Gab Phone 4 Pro. That's for teens. If you're looking one for preteens, then it's just the Gab Phone 4. Both are available at gab.com.
Steve, try to look up Madonna's erotica on that phone. Just kidding.
Not here.
Okay, let's go from phones to a gaming device, my dear friend.
So this is for Asus. This is the ROG Ally X, and it's both a true portable PC and a gaming console in one. It's got this great screen on it, this crystal clear HD 7-inch screen. It's for on-the-go gaming, work, and entertainment. It's powered by Windows, so you've got all the things you'd expect from Windows like Excel and Word, but also you can game as you would at home. It's got Steam, Xbox, it's got all that in there, and also comes with some free game passes and whatnot. So it's definitely for gaming as well. Another cool feature, if you connect this to a TV or a monitor with, say, an HDMI cord, and you add a Bluetooth keyboard, you basically have a workstation anywhere. So it's really an all-in-one, and it's from the folks at Asus.com. It's the ROG Ally X.
What, buddy, what's the price range on that one, do you know?
Okay, it's about $800, but keeping in mind, you are getting a real PC and the gaming device all in one. So
all in one.
A lot packed into that.
Yeah, comparable to other stuff in that category. Okay, earbuds, and that's another category everyone needs something from. What are these?
But, kids can't go to school without earbuds, and let's face it, if you have kids, the one thing they lose are earbuds. You're forever losing earbuds. So you want great earbuds, but you even want a better price, and that's what this is. These are the brand new, just out Earfun Air Pro 4. And these are the world's first earbuds under $100 that use the new Aurocast Bluetooth 5.4 technology. So it's got top noise canceling filters. It's got up to 52 hours of playtime on a single charge. And it's 1/3 the price of similar tech products, and you can also customize the audio experience with that Earfun audio app, so you can kind of change it the way you want it, more background noise, less background noise, etc. It's available on Amazon. I think if you use that Amazon coupon that's built into the site, you can get it for really less than $75, which for top-of-the-line earbuds is a terrific price.
Pretty good. You've used every type of earbud. Pretty good sound quality, Steve?
Excellent sound quality. I really, really love what Earfun's done. And what they've done is they usually go after the top ones, the names you all know, and they do it at a much better price. That's why I'm a big fan.
Absolutely. Finally, a 10-in-1 smartphone super gadget. What is this?
This is pretty cool. So here it is right here. I'm going to show you the box for it right there. This is the Canoe Stance Plus 10-in-1 smartphone super gadget. It's about the size of a credit card. It unfolds and transforms into, it can be a phone stand, it can be a selfie stick, it can be a car mount. It's compatible with Apple MagSafe Phone 12 and newer models. But it comes with this little ring right here, and when you add the ring to your existing phone, whatever it is, like I've done right here, then it turns that phone into a MagSafe phone that'll attach. Plus, once you've got it, this backing here is magnetic, so it will stick to a refrigerator, a gym locker, gym equipment, school locker, any of that stuff. And let's say you want to put it someplace like next to your desk at, Zoom height, but there's nothing metal. It has this little metal pad that comes with it.
Oh.
You can stick that onto the wall and then stick that on it. So now you've got a place that you can always put it to do your Zooming or whatnot, or your, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
It really is designed for a bunch of things. It makes a really nice selfie stick. It unfolds and folds into a lot of things. It's available on thegrommet.com.
More Gadgets with Steve when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back. Don't forget, go to eventbrite.com to get tickets for our new season starting September 9th. More now with our buddy Steve Greenberg, the Gadget Guy. Okay, Buds. Why did I call you Buds? I don't know why I did that. Anyway, Buds, the Lacrosse Tech's vibrating alarm clock. What in Sam heck is this?
It's this little thing right here. It's from the folks at Hammaker Schlemmer. I just says Lacrosse Tech's vibrating alarm clock. This is for that child that just won't wake up in the morning. It has an alarm that is 80 decibels, which is very loud. Plus, it vibrates like crazy. So the whole idea is you put it under your pillow, and it will vibrate and wake that child up. Or you can put it on the nightstand, and it's very loud. It also flashes light. This thing does anything and everything to try to wake up your child. So if for that one daughter or son who doesn't want to wake up, this is the way to go. Again, it's from the folks at Hammaker Schlemmer. It's very portable and definitely does the job.
Good Lord! That is a lot for that kid, man. That's a, yeah.
80 decibels is a lot, but sometimes it takes that much. I can remember I had a niece that would not go to school, and you could shake her silly and she wouldn't get up. So this is the way to get them up, I think.
Oh my God, they're gonna get great. Anyway, okay, I love that though. Okay, what's this thermal laminator?
Yeah, so this is a kind of a back-to-school gadget you don't think you're going to need, but when you get all of these tests and papers back and things you want to keep, whether it's here's a 100 on a math quiz right here, or a beautiful piece of artwork done by your student, you want to save it forever. So, and also be doing special kind of reports or schedules or whatnot, you want to laminate those things. This is that product. This is from the folks at Scotch. It's their TL902 thermal laminator. It's portable, it's really small. The best part about it is these things used to be a couple of $100. This one is about $30 on Target. So it's a great price point. And again, it's to save all those things from your kids, or also schedules, documents, first place certificates, whatever you get, you can then seal it inside a laminate shell, and it will last forever. So again, about $30 from Target.
Steve, I just have to acknowledge something. You've had some cool things this segment. We had that phone, we had a 3-in-1 gadget, we had that alarm clock cattle prod thing, and then you whip out the laminator, and the women, well, 2 women passed out in the 3rd row. Did you hear the reaction for that thing?
People love laminating. It's just so much fun. Let's face it, you love to laminate. I love laminating, so I get it. And $30 is an amazing price for it.
Okay, let's end when Burley.
So, your kids are going off to school, the bus is waiting out there, you've made them some hot oatmeal or eggs or something, and then you're sitting there blowing on it because, it's too hot. You don't want to keep doing that. You need a solution. This is a hack invented by a teacher, a mother of 4 from Texas, and this is right here. This is the Win Burley. It's a little fan with some cool lights under it. You put it right on top of the food, and it cools down your food, so you don't have to sit there and blow on it. So they'll make it to the bus in time. It's pretty cool. Invented by my mom. It's available on Amazon, about $25, but it's also kind of fun to look at, and it also makes kind of a neat hat. Looking for the right kind of hat gear works for that too. But I love it. Again, it's invented by a mom, and I love showcasing products from garage inventors.
Absolutely. Steve, you're the best. I appreciate you as we wrap up our 9th season. Thank you as always. Visit stevegreenberg.tv for more of The Gadget Guy, everybody, and check out his YouTube show called, what is it, Steve?
What the heck is that? Number 90 is up there, and this is the mystery gadget. So check out, go to gadgetgameshow.com. It's done in Paris. Same as the Olympics. So go to show number 90, and you'll find out what the heck this is.
Steve Greenberg, everybody. We'll be right back. Back after these words, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. As I mentioned earlier, August 5th is my 50th birthday, and it turns out, as it turns out, I'm in good company. So, mentalfloss.com, I love them, recently had an article featuring 20 iconic things that is also turning 50, created in 1974. They include barcodes, the Heimlich maneuver. I'm as old as the Heimlich maneuver. And the Rubik's Cube. The Rubik's Cube coming back as the Olympian. Steven does it in like 4 seconds.
Could you do it?
Oh, God, no.
I used to peel the stickers off and put them in the right place.
That's what you would do? Yeah. Okay, but, well, that's not all. We found a few more favorites from our list. So, first of all, Post-it notes are 50 years old. Yeah. So here's the deal. Romy and Michelle didn't invent them, but a scientist at Minnesota's own 3M accidentally invented a weak glue in the late 60s. And in 1974, another scientist wanted a way to bookmark pages in a book leading to the Post-it. Yeah.
We call that a happy accident.
Happy accident. Yeah. Yep. I'm as old as the Post-it. Yeah. An iconic video game hit stores in 1974, featuring, I haven't seen this, Jeff said this is good, featuring a very memorable commercial. Look at this.
But look out, your opponent can sneak up on you and win the game.
I won. Where? I can't. Here, diagonally. Pretty sneaky, sis.
Yeah, pretty sneaky, sis. The vertical board game Connect 4 came out in February of 1974. Yeah. Did you have a Connect 4?
We still play Connect 4 at my house.
I love Connect 4.
I love that game so much.
Yeah, I'm a board game guy anyway.
I love board games.
Clue's my all-time favorite. Ooh, finally, a snack many people still eat today. These were invented also in 1974, featuring this great commercial.
Fruity little Skittles are fun to chew. Some for me and some for you. Hi, Bill. Hi, Suzanne. What are you doing? I'm eating Skittles Fruit Chews. I crunch the outsides and chew the insides.
Well, Skittles actually started in the UK. It didn't hit stores in the US until 1979. Yeah, 1979. So, and when you think of a candy that's like me, Skittles. Yeah, Skittles.
Fruity.
A fruity, hard-shelled candy.
I love that. Hey, you know what I think? We have one more thing that we knew was invented in that year. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jason. Birthday!
It's my husband and my best friend! It's Lisa LaCourcier and the Brits, everybody. Oh my God. Oh, and my husband. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. There we go. Did you? You guys were sneaky. Did you know this last night?
Yeah.
Oh.
I almost screwed up at dinner, and Joey had to save the. Yeah.
He almost gave it away.
Yeah. You remember when he said, "I'll leave the girls with you"? You're like, no, I have the show. And I was like, yeah, don't worry, we'll do a hot girl walk. We'll do our own thing, get a pedicure.
Pedicure.
And you're like, oh, okay.
Target.
Yeah.
So no pedicure?
Not yet. I will be getting. Don't you worry, I cannot go to Hawaii with those two.
Before. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. There we go. Come over here, guys. Come over here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, thank you, Liz, for the renegade balloons. Oh my goodness, that's so. Thank you, everybody. I said it during the Jason show before the show on Facebook. I could spend the entire hour acknowledging people. Some of you probably have sent me cards and gifts. I want to say, if you go to the Before the Show, I show most of them. I just want to say thank you so much. I won't be able to show all of them, especially today. We're running out of time, and Jeff's going to wrap me in about five seconds. But thank you for thinking of me. It's so nice that you take the time, even if, my prisoner friends. Thank you so much. I'm eternally grateful that you would do that, and thank you so much. You guys loving the show, you guys embracing our staff and our crew, that's really the gift, that you keep the show going 9 years and going into the 10th year, and I just appreciate all of you. So thank you very much. You're my gift on my birthday. We'll be right back in a moment. Welcome back. Let's get to know our last JVIP of the week, probably of the summer. Today it's Sherry Hanna from Waseca, Minnesota. She loves how real and passionate our crew is on the show. She laughs every day and loves the fast food field trips. Those will be back in season 10. Sherry's entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes being a VIP guest in our audience, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture, and a $250 gift certificate to our dear friends at Renew Med Spa. We're going to wrap up the show when we return back after this. Well, there's a lot going on in the studio today. Not only is it my birthday, and I've been giving away sashes for about a year now, so Aaron's going to give me...
Stick that arm out.
Okay, Aaron's... There we go. There we go. Birthday club. There we go.
You're in the birthday club.
I'm in my own birthday club.
You have to wave awkwardly.
Yeah. Do I get a gift certificate to Renew Med Spa? Yeah. No.
Oh, you get some gambling money.
Oh, that's right, from Grand Casino. It is also in our last few minutes. It's our last day, kind of the season. We're going to have some new shows for you in the second week of August that I think you're going to like. We're doing a watch party all week where Jeff and I, along with some special guests, including Aaron, we look back and we watch old episodes of our show, going all the way back to season 1, and we laugh our butt off. I don't know how we're still on the air, but you'll see that. But it's also the last day for us on this set. This set has done us well for 9 years. So when we come back for season 10, following the Minnesota State Fair, we'll be in a brand new bazillion-dollar set. I'm bragging a little bit on that, and I'm exaggerating, but it's a really nice set. I think you'll enjoy. We're going to have new music, new graphics, new everything. But this is it. This has been our home for 9 years, and the minute this show goes off the air, no joke, construction men are right over there. But we're going to start with the ultimate construction guy, and that's producer Bjorn right there. There we go. Okay, John, can he hit something? Okay, Bjorn, go ahead and hit the wall. No, Bjorn, it's not a gong.
He's so happy.
Hit it again. Hit it again, Bjorn.
Hit it.
Okay.
That didn't go well.
That didn't end well, did it? No. Well, all kidding aside,
we need Eric.
Yeah. That's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you every day of the week. And if you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. We'll see you next season, everybody, at the Minnesota State Fair. Bye-bye.